Y'all know I out here. LaMelo Ball. Scary sight on the court. Some love him, a lot hate him. You feel what I'm saying? I'm on the love side. I love watching LaMelo play basketball. I love watching the Hornets play in general, my nigga. You feel me? But look, before we even get into the video, if you new here, sub up. You feel me? Sub up, son. It ain't cost nothing. Sub up, son. While you down there, hit that like button. Trying to go 15 likes, have the video get pushed out into the algorithm. Look though, if you new and you're not from the Twitch is right here. Also, you could go to the Twitch. We gonna be live every day, Monday through Friday. Shout out Hoop County. Never did a video from bro. If y'all wanna watch the original video, go to Hoop County channel. Now they saying the NBA has a LaMelo Ball problem. Not LaMelo Ball has a problem. They saying the NBA has a LaMelo problem now. So this is getting interesting. The NBA been all over the place. If y'all been following this year, it's kind of hard to understand what's going on if you haven't been tapped in like throughout the whole. But here's a little piece of what's going on right now.
But I love his game. He's super fast, which I had no clue he's fast and downhill like that. He's extremely smart. He passed the ball with the best of them already. And, you know, he's 6'7". He has incredible size. You was right. LaMelo is a problem. He's a problem.
Okay, talk to me.
Empty stats? Can't win with that razzle-dazzle. Too fragile, too flashy. $204 million mistake. For years, this was the consensus on LaMelo Ball, the flashy point guard who could fill a stat sheet but couldn't fill the win column. The injury-prone star who'd missed more games than he'd played.
You can't slap injury-prone or LaMelo how you can with a Joel or a Kawhi or, you feel what I'm saying, a Kyrie. Like, he's not like that type of injury-prone, my nigga. Yeah, you get injured here and there. Everybody do. Keontae George is getting injured, my nigga. Stephon Castle's getting injured. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody get injured. Nowadays, at least.
Over 3 seasons? And honestly, if you believed that a few months ago, you weren't crazy. Charlotte went 67 to 179, dead last in the league. LaMelo was available for just 43% of games since his All-Star season.
Yeah, last season was crazy. Changed. I'm not gonna lie.
The Hornets just ripped off a historic 9-game winning streak, their longest since 1998. 6 straight wins by 15 or more points, tying the championship Warriors. The question is no longer if LaMelo can win, it's whether the league can stop him. But to understand how Charlotte got here, we have to go back to where it all started.
Okay.
LaMelo's story didn't begin in college gyms or blue chip programs. It began on YouTube mixtapes, viral Instagram clips, gymnasium chaos that broke the internet before he could drive a car. At Chino Hills, he was part of a 35-0 squad that demolished everything in its path. As a sophomore, he dropped 92 points in a single game. 92. The kind of performance that turns a teenager into a global phenomenon overnight. But even then, the criticism followed. Stat padding, no defense, selfish, too much flash, not enough substance. The traditional path to the NBA, college basketball.
Bruh, when this dropped, 2016, you couldn't go to a park without seeing a nigga doing this. He dribbling, pulling up. Green, nigga.
College basketball.
He always wearing
just the 5th player in NBA history to reach 5,000 points, 1,500 rebounds, and 2,000 assists in his first 300 games. The company? Magic Johnson, Oscar Robertson, Walt Frazier, Luka Doncic. That's generational territory.
Yeah.
The leap to superstar felt inevitable. LaMelo was on the verge of taking over the league, and then everything fell apart. What came next would test whether LaMelo Ball was built to last.
That was before. Well, what he finna say is also true, but like this was before everybody was here. Like they didn't have everybody on the team then, bro. I feel like after Khan came in, that was the final puzzle piece. When Khan came in, that was it, my guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Or built to break.
And then they got Kobe White and some old shit. What? Okay.
Just when it seemed like everything was clicking, LaMelo's body began to break down.
Yeah.
It started in the 2022 to 23 preseason, a grade 2 ankle sprain. He missed the first 13 games of the season. 3 games into his return, he re-injured the same ankle. A month later, he sprained it again. Then came the real blow, a fractured right ankle in February that required surgery. Season over, just 36 games played. The next year looked promising. LaMelo came out scorching hot, averaging nearly 26 points through his first 14 games.
Damn, Melo. But crazy side note, by the way, I just found some of these
nearly 26 points
on market for 20, bro. I'm finna grab them bitches, fella. Them bitches, they ain't touched. They brand new, fella. I'm like, bro, y'all done? Y'all don't know what them LaMelos, bitch.
Through his first 14 games. But the surgically repaired ankle flared up again. Another shutdown. Only 22 games total. Then 20, 24 to 25. A calf strain, recurring ankle soreness, wrist issues. Charlotte eventually shut him down for the season. 47 games. The numbers told a brutal story. In his first 2 seasons, LaMelo was available for 82% of Charlotte's games. Over the next 3, just 43%. For his entire career, he'd only suited up for 57% of the Hornets' games. For a franchise that had just committed $204 million to him, this was a full-blown crisis. Okay. And the losing? It was relentless.
Yeah, I remember when there was all type of threads and shit on Twitter, like, why is LaMelo getting paid to, like, not play? They were saying that shit about all type of players, but LaMelo was getting it, like, crazy.
Record during LaMelo's injury years, 67 and 100 to 79. Dead last in the entire NBA. Not bottom 5. Not struggling. Dead last. The narrative didn't just form, it calcified. Empty stats guy. Can't win with that fancy stuff. Too fragile to build around. ESPN insiders questioned whether he even took basketball seriously enough. One Western Conference scout told reporters point blank, it's hard to build a winner around him. Robert Horry compared him to Jason Williams. All flash, no substance, and said he'd never win anything with that razzle-dazzle style. The criticism wasn't whispers anymore. It was headlines. And the worst part? LaMelo kept producing. He dropped.
It's crazy because there's really no player that plays like LaMelo Ball. Like, you can't compare him to another player. He don't play like no other player. He plays like LaMelo Ball. Like, nobody playing like this nigga play like he got AirPods in. Like, nobody's playing like that on the court, bro. What the fuck is going on? He gonna shoot a half court on one leg, 360, double clutch if he feel like it.
50 points in a game, and Charlotte
coach gonna tell him, shoot another one, LaMelo. Keep shooting till you make it.
And Charlotte lost. He averaged nearly 26 points per game before getting shut down. And Charlotte still lost. The more he produced, the more it seemed to prove the critics right. That he was a stat sheet stuffer on a team going nowhere. That the flashy passes and one-legged threes were entertaining. Sure, but they weren't winning basketball. That maybe, just maybe, you couldn't build a real team around a player like this.
Until they got some time.
By the end of 2024 to 25,
talk to him.
LaMelo Ball had become one of the most polarizing players in the league. The talent was undeniable, but the results, the availability, the win column, none of it backed him up. But here's what everyone missed. The problem was never LaMelo Ball's game. It was never his style. It was never his seriousness. It was everything around him.
Facts.
And once Charlotte finally fixed that, everything changed.
Facts. Facts. It's the real story.
When LaMelo returned for the 2025 to 26 season, Charlotte wasn't taking any chances.
I'm talking about
the organization had seen what happens when you push him too hard, too fast. So this time, they built a system around preservation, minutes restrictions, load management. They even brought him off the bench early in the season.
Okay.
Not because he wasn't good enough to start, but so he could close games fresh in the fourth quarter. On January 8th, LaMelo came off the bench for the first time since his rookie year. He responded with 33 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals.
Come on, bro. And it's crazy because LaMelo can literally turn this shit on whenever. And it pisses me off when he don't. LaMelo, you could drop 30 tonight, my nigga. Drop 30, my nigga. I think they playing tonight. Yeah, you could drop 30, my nigga. Drop 30 tonight, LaMelo.
Message received. LaMelo bought in. He understood the strategy. Protect the engine. Preserve the franchise cornerstone. For a player whose career had been defined by what he could do when healthy, staying healthy became the priority. But the biggest difference this season wasn't just how Charlotte managed LaMelo. It was who they finally put around him.
Facts.
For years, LaMelo carried rosters that weren't ready. Young pieces still developing. Injuries gutting depth. Lineups that changed week to week. He was asked to be the entire offense while surrounded by spare parts. Not anymore. Brandon Miller took the third-year leap everyone had been waiting for. The second overall pick from 2023 is averaging 20.6 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game. He's no longer a project. He's a legitimate 3-level scoring threat who can get to the rim, pull up from mid-range, and stretch defenses from deep.
Facts.
During Charlotte's winning streak, Miller was named Eastern Conference Player of the Week after averaging 26.3 points on 50% shooting from 3.
53
Then there's Con Knippel.
Rookie
out of Duke.
Man. I'm not gonna lie. I think he gonna get Rookie of the Year. Who else gonna get it? Cooper Flag not getting that shit. Fuck no. It's not happening. I mean, Ace Bailey and Con. Ace Bailey and Con, they might have to duel off for that. Feel me? It's a couple games left in the season. We gonna see.
19.2 points, 5.3 rebounds, 3.4 assists per game. He's shooting 48% from the field and 42.5% from 3.
Yeah.
Numbers that have him as the front runner for Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
He's won Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month twice. He's scored in double figures in 19 consecutive games. At 20 years old, he's already one of the deadliest shooters in the league. Miles Bridges.
Ain't gonna lie, they already talking about Con like getting compared to Stephen Curry as the best shooter in the league and shit. This is the first year. Calm down. Calm down. Give me some time.
In the league.
He is banging.
Miles Bridges.
If you ever watch the Hornets, you gonna beat
points per game
Con and shooting the whole
veteran
time.
Presence and scoring punch. Moussa Diabate provides 8.7 rebounds per game with rim protection and energy off the glass. For the first time in LaMelo Ball's career, the infrastructure finally matches the talent. Ball,
he gonna bring like hella more.
Have quietly become one of the most dangerous
everybody on that team
combinations in basketball.
Cause he ain't even say Miles Bridges or Kobe White
now ranks fourth in the
or
entire
Ryan
NBA.
Even though he fucking ass.
They're shooting 37.9% from 3 as a team, third best in the league. When LaMelo sits, Charlotte's offensive rating drops to 108.5, a number that would rank them in the bottom 5 of the league. When he plays, 112.6.
Yeah.
That's not noise. That's a franchise-altering impact backed by a roster that can finally support it. The critics spent years asking one question: can LaMelo's style actually translate to winning?
Yes.
Charlotte was about to answer that, emphatically. What happened next sent shockwaves through the entire league. Charlotte started the 20, 25 to 26 season, 4 to 14. Same story, different year. Another lost season seemed inevitable. The critics were already writing their obituaries. LaMelo Ball and the Hornets, a talented disaster going nowhere. Then something clicked. Between January and February 2026, the Charlotte Hornets ripped off a 9-game winning streak, their longest since the 1997-98 season, the second longest in franchise history, trailing only the all-time record of 10 consecutive wins set back in 1998. But it wasn't just that they were winning, it was how they were winning. Charlotte won 6 consecutive games by 15 points or more.
Yeah.
6 straight blowouts.
They not winning by 2, 3, 4 points. They winning by 14, 15, 9, 10, 11. They're overdoing it. They overkilling shit.
Blowouts. That ties the 2017-18 Golden State Warriors, who went on to win the championship,
they
for
just
the
beat
second
that.
longest such streak in 35 years. The only teams in modern NBA history to match that level of dominance, the 2003-2006 to 2004 Detroit Pistons, who won the title.
Look at these big ass jerseys, man. Yo, holy shit. Why are these niggas' arms so long though? Nah, they was built like bigger, like way bigger back then though. Cause if this is your shooting guard, this is your small forward, this nigga could be the center. And the center look like a goddamn golem. Fuck.
The 2017 to 2018 Warriors, who won the title. And the 2011 to 2012 San Antonio Spurs, who made the conference finals. That's the company Charlotte joined, not lottery teams.
Ain't gonna lie, I hated this so bad as a kid because I wanted Miami to win. But I'm like, you know what? When I grew up, I kind of understood. I'm like, okay, yeah, the Spurs for sure.
That's the company Charlotte joined, not lottery teams, championship caliber squads.
Tim Duncan all the way.
They weren't done. The Hornets also rattled off a franchise record 10-game road winning streak. They beat Orlando. They beat Dallas.
Yeah.
They beat Denver.
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
These weren't bottom feeders. These
That's
were
top
quality
frags.
opponents catching
That's the top frags, Chet.
After one of those wins, a dominant 118-89 destruction of the Boston Celtics, ESPN analysts were calling Charlotte a dangerous playoff matchup. The same franchise that had been a league-wide punchline for 3 years was suddenly a team nobody wanted to face. The climb has been remarkable, from 4 to 14 to 34 to 34.
Yep.
From worst record in the league over 3 seasons to legitimate playoff contention, from 19 to 63 last year to over .500 this year. Charlotte went from dead last to the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference, chasing their first playoff appearance in nearly a decade. And LaMelo?
That's crazy though. Hornets ain't been to the playoffs in a decade. Fine. Wrong one. Imagine you the owner of the Hornets, my nigga. And your team just like not even fuck a ring. Y'all not even going to the playoffs, my nigga. To play for, like y'all can't even go to the championship. Y'all can't even get in the playoffs. What the fuck?
His numbers this season tell the story. 19.3 points, 7.4 assists, 4.8 rebounds per game.
Yeah.
But here's the number that matters most.
I'll take Melo.
51 games played. That's his longest healthy stretch in years. That's availability. That's a franchise cornerstone finally staying on the court long enough to prove what he can do. When Charlotte's starting 5 takes the floor together, Ball, Knipple, Miller, Bridges, and Diabate, the numbers are staggering. Their offense ranks 4th in the entire NBA. They're shooting 37.9% from 3, third best in the league. Over their last 18 games, they went 15-3. This isn't a fluke. This isn't small sample noise. This is a team that figured it out. There's a comparison worth making here. Remember when people looked at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander the same way?
Fuck Shai.
The talented guard who put up numbers but couldn't translate it to winning?
Bro, if he get MVP again, I'm gonna be so
under the radar
pissed.
for years, until Oklahoma City's supporting cast finally leveled up. Once that happened, the narrative flipped overnight. Suddenly, he wasn't just talented, he was a winner. Sound familiar? LaMelo Ball spent 5 years hearing that his style doesn't win, that the flash was empty, that he'd never lead a team to anything meaningful. The numbers finally have an answer, and that answer is rewriting everything they thought they knew about him.
Talk to me. Today, this season right here.
The same people who said his style wouldn't work are now watching Charlotte climb the standings. The same scouts who called him a gamble are watching his starting 5 dominate at a historic level. That's the part the league got wrong. They thought LaMelo would have to change, sand down the edges, become something more conventional just to survive. But he didn't. It's not LaMelo Ball adapting to the NBA, it's the NBA adjusting to him. And that's the truth about the LaMelo Ball problem. Charlotte sits at 34-34, chasing their first playoff appearance in nearly a decade.
Damn, bro, making a lot of Hornets videos.
The foundation is set. Can they turn this into a real playoff run? Let me know in the comments. Hype the video, subscribe, and check out one of these on your screen.
That's a W video, gang. I'm already subbed. I'll like for you, though.